Your vote is appreciated. Hello?
Not long ago, on an evening I shudder to remember, there was a gathering of the world's most ingenious detectives, who by chance were also the world's most duplicitous murderers. They had devised a unique competition where they earned points for solving crimes and points for committing them. Each detective had a stash of 2 murder weapons. Look at the prompt on your device to see the first one you'll draw. But take heed, as a murderer you also have a calling card, a letter from your own name that you must include in your drawings. Do your best to hide the letter as part of the image, like so. If your calling card is too obvious, your fellow detectives may spot it and trace the weapon back to you. Draw 2 weapons and hide your calling card now. By the way, if you've played before, you can turn off tutorials in the settings menu. I promise not to take it personally.
Fundamental.
Your time's half gone. You should be starting your second drawing. Each detective was aided by a secret accomplice disguised as a fellow party guest. Use your device to give your guest a name. Any ridiculous alias will do, but don't leave any clues to your own identity.
Yes. Dandy.
Indeed.
Eureka!
Excellent. Now, look sharp. The ball is about to begin.
Everyone, your attention please. Please welcome our honorees for the evening, the world's greatest detectives.
Poor thing. He's got no idea what you're up to.
I'm your host, Lord Tippett. Thank you for dressing extra fancy. Oh, you brought gifts. You can set them down anywhere.
Looks like one of your drawings is out in the open, just as well. These gifts represent every type of weapon you'll see this evening, and no detective draws the same weapon twice.
Oh, and we mustn't forget to welcome your esteemed guests. Wonderful. Now, let's just... What the devil? Damn storm must have knocked the power out. Stay calm, everyone. At least with you all around, we can be sure there won't be any foul play.
Oh, I wouldn't be so sure. Time to attack. Choose a guest to murder on your device. Then, guess which detective brought them to the ball. Use your knowledge of what your fellow detectives may have written, or simply take a stab in the dark. If you're the first to figure out who brought a guest, your murder is successful, but your weapon will be left behind as evidence. And be quick, the lights could come back on any second.
Does anyone have a lamp? Preferably an expensive one. That wasn't as bad as I expect. Gadzooks! 4 of our guests have been murdered.
I'm handing out points to all my successful murderers. And the longer you get away with it, the more you can earn.
Well, at least we have the world's greatest detectives here to solve these crimes. To the crime board! Aha! We found the murder weapons. Let's start with just 2 of these despicable doodads. Thanks to science, we can tell how many awful attempts were made on each guest's life.
And if you brought one of these guests, each of those attempts earns you points.
This is strange. If I didn't know better, I'd say these weapons are the same as some of the gifts you all brought.
How ironic.
Unfortunately, we really only have time to solve one of these cases.
That means the other murderer will get away, for now.
Examine the evidence and talk through your theories. Choose the case you have the best chance of solving.
Yes, yes.
Don't dawdle. I'll clean this up.
Exactly the case I would have chosen. You there. Since you brought this guest, I'm letting you borrow my lucky magnifying glass. Use your device to move it over the evidence for a closer look. Now, everyone hurry and vote for who murdered this guest.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Don't forget you can use the magnifying glass to highlight what you found for your fellow detectives.
Interesting. Let's continue.
You claim one of your fellow detectives is the killer? Fess up, detective. Are you innocent or guilty of this crime? How dare you ruin my party? You'll just have to stay for the rest of it, so we can show you how to be a polite guest. Great work solving that case. I'm keeping track of who votes for the guilty party and awarding each of you points when you're right, even when the rest of the group gets it wrong. There's one pair of murders left to investigate. I wish there was something I could do for those of you who brought these guests.
I'm sure there's something I can do.
All right, thinking caps on.
And if you're a murderer, deflect suspicion onto the other case. Your life depends on it, or at least your sterling reputation.
I see. Go with it.
Yoo-hoo. I've got it. Let's extrapolate.
Since you brought this guest, you get control of the magnifying glass. Can I be honest? I trust you the most. I wish I had any idea who the murderer is.
Well, we can eliminate one suspect. Their drawing for this weapon is right in front of us.
Perhaps.
Oh, let's see. Here.
Yes, yes.
If the room is voting to condemn you, now's your last chance to convince them otherwise.
What do you have to say for yourself? Scoundrel! Do you know what we do to killers around here? We ban them from the refreshment table. So there! As for the murders we didn't get to, I promise we'll get to it later. Now how about we... Damn it!
It looks like we're running low on weapons. And guests, draw 2 more weapons using the prompts on your device. You'll be hiding the same letter, but it may look a bit different than before.
Yes. Perfect. Ew.
Fine.
If you're still on your first weapon, it's about time to move on to your second. While you're at it, recruit a new accomplice by entering another name. Remember, an accomplice that no one tries to murder doesn't do you any good. Give them a name with style.
First rate. Eureka!
True artistry.
Did I hear the door? I think we have some newcomers. please join me in welcoming our new guests. And I was worried I'd have to eat all this pâté myself. Oh, bother!
Pick one of our remaining guests and guess who brought them. If you're right, the dark deed will be done.
I know we're all terrified, but please don't drop another glass. Let the record show that at least one person is still living. Me. I'm the person. Well, this will be quite the story. To heavens to Betsy!
Yes!
Wait, what?
Even more murders? Oh yes, ruined the rich guy's party with murders. What devilish mind would use weapons as devilish as these? Some kind of devil?
Let's continue.
My. Move your feet.
So, what do you think?
Aha!
By the way, you can use the
Interesting.
hurry up button to speed up the timer if your fellow
On with
detectives
it.
are dragging their feet.
Aha!
Well? You murderer! I'd call the police, but I get nervous on phone calls. There's one pair of murders left to examine. Sorry for making you work on your night off, detectives.
I see.
Let's see. Oh.
Yes, yes.
Boo. Yoo-hoo.
I think I see a Q.
Fascinating.
My. Oh. Tick-tock. Let's extrapolate.
Let's continue.
Out with it!
I'm not a crook.
Oh, whoopsie-doo. Still, if any of you did vote for the actual guilty party, I'll see to it you're rewarded with points at the end of the night. The worst part of all this is no one's mentioned my new haircut. Now let's get back to... Oh no.
Time for a little more carnage.
Why aren't these candles casting more light? Now to take a sip of this brandy as I glance at the dance floor and... Strangely, I'm actually starting to get used to this. Both of these remind me of my mother. Anyone else?
All right.
On with it.
Aha. Come on!
I know who did it, but a good host waits for his guests.
Perhaps.
Oh.
Whoever has the most votes when time runs out will be convicted.
Let's continue.
Let's see.
Well, spit it out.
Yes!
You'll pay for taking a life. The life of this party. Now on to the... midnight? The party's nearly over and we left like a lot of these murders unsolved. Look, just take a guess at all of the remaining cases. I'll give you points if you're right, even if the group votes the other way.
And I'll give murderers extra points for every detective they fool into voting for someone else.
Time is running out. Please, hurry.
My. Don't waste my time. Aha.
Interest, yes.
The devil's in the data.
I'm impressed.
I see. Let's continue.
Interesting. Aha.
Expertly done.
Fascinating.
Let's see. Let's
On
extrapolate.
with it.
What a twist. Let's move on, people.
My. Uh-oh.
It's dirty work.
That one was gruesome.
All right.
Interesting.
Ticked up. Interesting.
Yes.
Yes, fine. Keep going.
Perhaps.
Let's see.
Now we're having fun.
Let's continue.
Excellent work, detectives. Well, some of you, the rest of you, not so much. As promised, I've been keeping track of who the best detective is. Let's see who gets the prize.
But there's also the matter of who the best murderer is. And who brought the most popular accomplices. And our overall winner is...
Congratulations! Please don't forget any of your belongings. You'll already be leaving a number of your friends behind. Anyway, toodle pip.
you so